I could sit behind a laptop all day, but talking to people, this is pure living hell. I have no idea how Amara does it.
Does what?
Peter was just wondering how you talk to adults.
What are you talking about? You're an adult.
Well, yeah, technically. I mean, like, adults.
Good evening, ladies and gents. For those of you that are new here, my name is Gregory Smith. I am the gallery director here at the Temasek Museum of History. This is Japanese imperial scholar Shinzo Yukichi, sent here by Emperor Meiji in 1870 to learn a little more about our part of the world. These are his possessions, buried away in an unmarked shrine for over a century, until recently procured by my team here. Soon these artifacts will be returned to the Japanese Agency for Cultural Affairs. Now, when that happens, how will visitors to our museum be able to appreciate the magnificent glory of these artifacts here? Simple. We will be the first museum in the world to adopt this technology. The lessons of history should not erode with time. With your investment, we will be able to investigate artifacts even if they are thousands of kilometers away. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future. Let me introduce you to the team. This is Brian Ung, one of our museum's biggest investors. Brian, this is the team responsible for procuring nearly half of the artifacts you'll find in the museum. This is our procurement specialist, Amara, one of the best I've ever worked with.
Enchante. Your reputation precedes you.
Yours as well, Mr. Ung. Our work wouldn't be possible without your contributions.
Absolutely.
This is Jade. She specializes in scientific and historical analysis. And this is our tech whiz, Peter. Apologies, Brian. I need to go and answer some questions with the media. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.
So, I heard that you were personally responsible for procuring all of these items and that you had to take down an armed man in the process.
Don't believe everything you hear, Mr. Ung. I couldn't have done it without Jade and Peter.
How long have you been at the museum?
A few years now.
The way that Gregory talks about you makes it feel like you've been around for centuries. Do anything fun before this?
This and that.
A woman of mystery. I like it. So I heard that the museum has an impressive ancient weapons collection. How about a private tour?
In a single object, the daiaks have a tool of protection, an indicator of wealth and status, and a proclamation etched in wood of their spiritual and philosophical beliefs.
I'm glad to see my funding's been put to good use. I thought they were spent on something banal, such as expanding the gift shop. What do you see in this?
Well, as a procurement specialist,
No. What do you see in this? I want to know your personal take.
pride. That I'm part of a species blessed with such ingenuity. And you?
Pride, as well. Pride that everything here represents our progress as a human race.
Progress.
Our progress to rise above our limitations, to triumph over others, and to root out the undeserving.
Well, there's progress in innovation and working together as well, not just triumph and sacrifice.
Triumph and sacrifices, as how you mentioned, to show off our wealth and status. Plus, it's the fastest way to progress. Anyway, life is, shall we say, ephemeral. We all must die one day. I must die one day, and you must die one day.
Why do you fund the museum, Mr. Hung?
Most men want to make history. I prefer to own it.
It's also a risky dog. Ah, Brian. I hope you found your tour enlightening.
Absolutely. In fact, I liked it so much I would like to propose a challenge. This is a diamond that belonged to Sir Stanford Raffles himself, but unfortunately lost to history.
Charlotte's heart.
Very good, Amara. I want you and your team to procure this for me.
Brian, you do know that we don't procure items for individuals.
I don't want it for myself. I want it to be housed at the museum. It has undeniable historical value, after all. You have my word. But if you don't find it, I may need to spend my time and investment somewhere a little more lucrative.
Why Charlotte's heart?
It's personal.
If we are going to work for you, we are going to need a little more than it's personal.
Look, it's been a long day.
Gregory, what happens if I cut my investments?
We won't be able to proceed with the technology we just presented.
Correct. You have a week.
A week?
To find Charlotte's heart. Good luck.
Amara.
Belum tidur?
Baru makan ubat. How was work?
Well, I met the museum's largest investor. Turns out he is also the largest snob. Sombong sekali.
Sombong. It worries me that you work at that museum. One day, they might find out.
Jangan takut, okay? I need to be at the museum. Something will turn up about the past.
You shouldn't do that for me. I should be the one.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, okay?
Can you tell me a story before I sleep?
Of course.
Sorry I'm late. My phone died.
Not the first time tech failed on you. Is Charlotte's heart even real? It's not in any museum, gallery, or private collection. You might as well have asked for a unicorn.
But unlike a unicorn, we do have reason to believe that Charlotte's heart does exist.
The striation of the leather, the aging marks, paper quality. This has to be almost 200 years old.
It is. In 1821, Sir Stamford Raffles's daughter Charlotte was struck with illness. She passed away the following year. She was only 4. When she died, he cut a rare Bornean diamond in her memory.
Charlotte's heart.
Some years later, with his health waning, Raffles returned to England. But as far as I know, the diamond remained in the Singapore colonial offices. I guess they were expecting Raffles's estate to come and claim it someday.
But nobody came. There's no record of the diamond after Raffles left.
Where did you find all this?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
That's funny. You're joking, right? Right?
But how do we find something so valuable yet so lost in time?
In World War II, the Japanese were known to loot conquered territories. Check the archives of the Imperial Japanese War Office. See if anything matches the description over there. Got your text.
How was the search?
Treasure hunters for hire? Oh, that's who we are now.
We really need Brian's funding. The check for the holograms will launch the museum
Into the future. I know, but one thing always leads to another, and I don't like where this is going.
Well, you just have to trust me. Look, we're on the verge of becoming... I wish there was another way. But it's not just about the future. Our livelihoods depend on it.
That is all I can do for her, Amara. But the best thing we can do right now is to monitor her situation. But if her condition worsens, you know you can always contact me.
Thank you, Doctor. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat anything?
Dr. Chen did everything he could. I'm ready. I live a very good, long life. I'm looking forward to seeing Papa again. I've always been strong. I want you to know that you have never failed us. Never.
Thanks, Jade. Just texted Amara. We've been hitting dead ends with the archives.
I was so sure we'd find something.
You know, this is the longest time we've spent together since I joined. I don't mean that in a creepy way. It's just that, you know, there's usually Amara with us.
I get what you mean. So you've been with us, what, 2 months? How did you find it so far?
I'm starting to love the job. I mean, I love Amara in a respectful manner because she's a fantastic boss. It's just that, well, she can be quite distant sometimes.
I get that. She's quite the lone wolf.
Do you know if she even dates?
Why? Are you interested?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was honestly just wondering. Do you think she's even interested in, you know?
Hey man, I don't even know her age.
You don't know her age? You've been working with her for 2 years.
It never came out in conversations.
Huh. Let's put it to a bet. Whoever guesses Amara's age wrongly has to buy the other lunch. Everybody's birthday is on the HR list.
Wait, you can access the HR list just like that?
So, my guess is she's between 34 to 38.
26 to 30.
Whew. I can already taste my Wagyu beef sandwich. No pickles, no lettuce, and it... Huh. Strange.
Well, we'll just ask her later. I still want my free lunch.
Oh, you wish.
I knew we'd find you here. What is it with this exhibit?
It reminds me of a different time. Have you guys found anything?
Sorry, Amara.
We dug through the archives all the way to the 1960s.
Well, maybe it's time we tried something more unorthodox.
I don't like where this is going.
We don't have any leads. And a diamond this big, I mean, surely she would have heard of it.
Who's she?
Khadija Qasim, black market jewelry dealer. She was an informant in one of our cases a few years back. And I don't think she'll be happy to see me.
We're gonna find a black market dealer here.
You're late.
We're here to see Khadija?
Well, she's in another class right now, so maybe you want to go to one of our studios first?
It'll only take a moment of her time.
I insist.
Did she just lock the door?
Do you guys smell that?
Smell what? What did we miss?
Amara! Oh, look. You brought 2 little helpers. How cute. Come on, why the long faces? I was never going to actually kill you. We've been experimenting a new relaxation guest to use in our classes.
We need information on an artifact.
Amara, you're like a chicha, you know, scurrying around looking for relics to bring back to your museum.
If I have to beat the information out of you, Khadija, I will. Happily.
I'd like to see you try.
We're sorry we're not showing you the respect you deserve, Khadija. But we're desperate. Do you know about Charlotte's hat?
Why are you looking for it?
The museum tasked us to find it.
Well, it's your lucky day. Turns out I do have information on the diamond. But I'm not running a charity here. What's in it for me?
What do you want?
Well, I'm sure I'll be tapping on your procurement services in the near future. This item manifest and floor plan are my only leads. During World War II, the Colonial Office moved some of their valuables, including Charlotte's heart, to a secret safe house to protect it from the Japanese. I've tried to look for it, but to no avail.
Why didn't they go back for the valuables after the war ended?
The memo was sent to only a select few. All of them died in the war.
Well, if all of them died, then how did you come across this?
You ask too many questions, boy. Look, I'm not even sure if this lead is legitimate given the mystery surrounding the diamond, but it's all I have. Take it or leave it.
We'll take it.
Thank you, Khadija.
Remember, Amara, you're in my debt now. And Khadija Qasim always claims what she's owed.
This could be any building. Do your journals have any record of any hidden or lost buildings?
No.
Okay, I made a rendering based on the floor plan, applying materials that would typically be used in colonial times. Basically, I made a simulation of what a colonial era building with this floor plan would look like. This is the result.
Were you able to pinpoint its location?
Well, I cross-referenced my 3D model with our internal real estate databases, and I found nothing. Is what I would have said if I was lying. I found the location. Ow.
Okay, good job. Let's go.
You get paid OT. Good work, by the way. I'm impressed.
Jade, you go that way. Peter, you go to level 2. I'll go to level 3.
You know this is how people die in horror movies, right? They go into an empty house, they split up, and then they...
Jade? Peter?
Amara? Amara? Hello? Who's there?
Found anything?
Nothing.
Same here.
Amara?
Don't come in.
What happened?
This place is a trap. It's rigged to explode. You two need to get as far away from here as possible.
Is there a way to disarm it?
I don't know. Jade, just go, okay?
Surely there's a window in the room. If you could just get to the window, we'll call 999.
I can't get to the window. I'm standing on a pressure plate. If I move, it might explode.
Amara, there's a wire here.
It doesn't matter. Just go, please. Jade!
Wait, Jade. Do you know what you're doing? Shouldn't we just, call the police?
This might lead to a kill switch. And I'm not leaving Amara here to die alone.
Jade, in here.
To break Hell's circuit, believe as Michael believed and believe as he did not.
Who's Michael? Oh, this lever might be the kill switch.
Wait!
What?
Give me your pen. It's electrified. That quote, believe as Michael believed, and believe as he did not. Michael Faraday, this is the Faraday paradox.
Sorry?
It's about electromagnetic induction, and if I'm correct, the lever should be safe to touch when the bulb is lit.
If you're correct. And if you're not? You think it worked?
Let's find out what all this trouble is for, shall we?
Where's the diamond?
I know who has it.
Amara, lovely to see you. Whiskey?
No, thank you. You have an expensive office, Mr. Ong. Meticulously designed to show off wealth, power. Is it simple vanity, or are you hiding something more sinister?
I think the more pertinent question is, did you find Charlotte's heart?
You know, without the meaning Raffles bestowed upon it, it's just a rock. That's humanity's greatest gift and gravest curse, isn't it? The ability to give value to even the most trivial of things. Is this a game to you?
Oh, it's much more than a game.
You put my team in danger.
I knew you and your team would be okay. I just simply wanted to see if you could find Charlotte's heart. Congratulations. You did it.
This diamond belongs in a museum. And so do men like you.
So, everything is ready for the unveiling tomorrow. Security will assign a team to come lock everything up in half an hour's time.
So, Jade and I have a bet.
About?
Your age.
Well, a lady never reveals her age.
Oh, come on. Yes, but come on. A free lunch is at stake here.
What were your guesses?
I guess between 34 to 38.
26 to 30 for me.
Jade. But neither of you are correct.
Who's closer, though?
Hey, but that does not mean you're right, so no free lunch. See you Monday, Amara.
Guys, I couldn't have done this without both of you.
Don't go sappy on us, boss. Enjoy your weekend.
All that trouble just for a little piece of rock.
Well, a piece of rock that represents a parent's love for a child.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Just family stuff.
Amara, I know I pressured you more than I should have this time.
Don't worry about it. We got the heart, and that's what matters.
Get some rest. I'll see you on Monday.
Who are you?
There was once a girl who forgot who she was. After a long slumber filled with the most terrible of nightmares. Nightmares of loss and anguish. Night after night, her demons came. And night after night, she fought. But it didn't matter. No matter how hard she tried, she found no answers. Except one. One single, terrible truth. She could not die. Friends and loved ones lived full lives and died before her eyes. But not her.
My matriarch.
Amara. Is she tainted?
Yes. Her scan at the Colonial House revealed all of the genetic markers. Physical confirmation was just a mere formality. At your command?
No. You are to watch her closely, but do not engage again. Not until we know what we are dealing with. She is different from the others. We need to know how and why.
Of course.
Only she was spared, and only she was cursed. And no one could tell her why. Like the flower she named herself after, she was unfading, undying, immortal.
Amaranthine. You will find your way, Mama.